everybody. Welcome back to Bethesda Unpatched. This is episode number 13, Lucky 13. And to celebrate that luck, we have a returning guest, Mr. KingFanMan. As you guys remember from, 5 episodes ago? Something like that.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for having me back.
Our first returning guest.
Absolutely. Yeah. A good one, too.
I enjoyed it so much, I had to come back.
I am Joe the Wigit, and I am joined by the... I gotta stop saying space trucker because you're kind of shifted. So the Wasteland Caravaner Extreme Kilo.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. And I saw your eye movement. You didn't have that planned. You pulled that right out of your ass. You did good. I'll take that.
That's why it stank. Okay.
Hey, episode 13. I got a fun fact to share.
Shoot it.
Because it's episode 13. Vault 13. You know about Vault 13? It is the starting point of the very first Fallout game. It also appeared in Fallout 2. It was allegedly a control vault, but the Dweller had to go out in search of a new water chip because the Vault's water chip failed. Why? Because apparently all the spare chips that were meant for Vault 13 were accidentally shipped to Vault 8. And depending on who you ask, that was intentional or unintentional. That is literally a debate that I found online today.
With Vault Tech, I bet it was intentional.
That's what I thought too, but someone's like, it doesn't make sense if it's supposed to be a control vault, blah, 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 blah.
Well, this is definitely going to be a heavy Fallout episode. We've got the Fallout 76 update, the C.A.M.P revamp, and also the hidden part of it that people don't know is the massive combat revamp. Yeah. We'll talk about that tonight because I saw some things online that were kind of pissing me off a little bit, and I will get into why and why they're wrong.
We're going to settle it tonight.
That debate's
right
over.
There, that's the Sheldon Cooper gif that you're going to put on the video right there in this spot.
Yeah, probably. We got some news like usual, and I've got a lot of play. I actually did not get a chance to play Skyrim at all. Well, I had the chance, but I chose to play Fallout New Vegas and 76 instead.
Fair enough.
For good reason.
Okay.
Like usual, we are doing Fallout 76, or not 76, but Fallout New Vegas because of the TV series coming out of Season 2. I'm becoming educated on the whole subject, and Kilo's re-educating himself on it.
Yeah, I'm realizing some things that I don't remember from when I played it 15 years ago, so it's been educational for me as well.
I found the dino this week, and I got all excited because I recognized it from we talked about it on the show.
Right.
Novak.
Novak. I saw a picture online. It was on Facebook earlier today. It was the guy's like, how many years old were you when you realized how they came up with the name Novak? Dude.
No vacancy. Yeah.
Almost immediately. I don't know. Like.
Okay.
What do you know?
Why not?
Yeah.
A little side thing is me and Kilo are big football fans. And we started our second annual football pool where we pick every game of the season. So the first game's going right now, and it's not looking good for our picks.
No, it is not.
But yay, football's back.
You do understand we'll never hear the end of this from our friend Jeremy, right?
No, we won't hear the end of it. Especially if they do take the win, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
sure.
My brother will cry for the week. Which could be worth it. All right, let's get into some news.
Okay. Well, real quick, speaking of people's misery, I posted today a meme that was a wife and husband, and it said, "Tie me up and do anything you want." And then it shows a picture of the wife on the bed. I'm sure Widget will put it up there. And she's tied up, like, "Hello, honey?" And then it's a dude playing Fallout 3 or Fallout 4.
It was 3, yeah.
Hilarious.
I like that.
I was hoping, listen, I had a reason. There was a method behind this because for the last several weeks, that picture of Ella Purnell that I put on our Lemonade has been just consistently getting likes and likes and likes and likes and likes. And every once in a while, somebody will comment on the Sith picture, like, I don't understand. Or the Sith picture. Like, I don't get it. I can see them all. Some weird comments. Nothing. They're still in love with Ella Purnell.
I have no idea about that social media at all. That's why I'm glad you're the social media manager, because
I don't understand it.
I would be lost,
to be honest.
Yeah.
So that's
I
all
don't social media much. I'm on X a lot.
Yeah.
That's my news source.
Yeah.
I do my own social media a lot less now because I do so much for the show. I get, just exhausted by it.
I had the official POG company and their official Twitter like one of my comments today, so that made my day.
Awesome.
Dude, Pogs.
They were my jam.
90s kids.
Yeah.
Pogs.
My slammer was the best in the block, and no one called me out as a cheater. You know those manhole covers? It looked like a manhole cover, and it was made out of steel.
Oh man, that's brutal.
And it was an official POG slammer.
The weight was the key.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah, I didn't. I had the biggest collection on the block because when you flip them, you keep them.
Yep. Many years playing that. Not many years, as long as it was a fad. I think I played it for like 2 years.
There's another Skyrim secret?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that one first.
I'm sorry, that one caught my attention.
Well, this was a talking point. I picked this because it's a talking point. I'm not sure that it's not necessarily anything special. This dude found a dagger that he hadn't found before.
Okay.
And the article goes on to talk about, I've been playing for years and I never knew this was here. And then I've been playing this. I knew this wasn't a secret at all, but a lot of people have these instances, especially with Bethesda games. A perfect example, be it Fallout or Starfield or Skyrim, where you could put hundreds of hours into the game and still come across something that you've never seen before. Bonkers.
Yeah.
Absolutely bonkers.
Played about 1,000 hours of Skyrim. And my recent plays, I'm playing a lot of things I've never seen before. Mind you, a lot of it was player-made creations, mods, but and it still keeps things exciting.
Yeah, there was my last Fallout 4 playthrough, like pre-show. The last time I played all the way through it, there was a part down by Jamaica Plains, I want to say, and it's a town that's immersed in water. I can't remember the name of the town was, but I had never been down there before. This whole area of the map, as many times as I played Fallout, as many hundreds of hours I have in the game, I found a whole part of the map I'd never been to before, by accident.
Isn't that awesome?
What about you, King?
Crazy.
Anything that comes to mind?
I've been playing 76 since, I've done it in Skyrim and all the others as well, but I've been playing 76 since the beta. And just the other day, I found it was like a random encounter or something that I had never come across. And I was like, did they just add this or something? No, I've been there since the first of the game. I have not seen it.
And Bethesda gets sneaky. They like adding that stuff into the games without telling anybody.
They do. I love that.
Yep. They did that recently. They were doing that with Starfield.
Yeah.
With some of the random encounters. We were talking about that a few weeks ago, actually, with Starfield.
Yep.
Some of the random stuff, the surveys and the old all robot crew.
I think one of the things that makes Bethesda great, other than their story and the massive size of the games they make, is the fact that they do support their games for a long time after release. I mean,
even if they don't tell you about it.
Yeah. Like, even look at 76. I know that's an online game, but it's not an MMO. And they update that thing in big ways every few months.
Yeah.
And very consistently, too.
Yep.
Well, and you think the best thing about a Bethesda game is exploring. And those things is what makes exploring so... It pays off in a Bethesda game. It's so cool.
It really does. Yeah. It really does. I remember... I think it was another one from Fallout. I played a lot of time in Fallout 4. And I just remember I was going from... 10 Pines? I was going overland, just ignoring the roads, just going overland. And I came across a group of raiders having a funeral service in the middle of nowhere. They didn't mess with me. They let me go by. But yeah, they're raiders.
Oh yeah, they were in a time of mourning.
How cool.
So I mean, it's just, and that's the kind of stuff that brings these games to life, And yes. I think maybe because you don't come across as much of that in Starfield, I think that might be what people are trying to relate Starfield to like Fallout and Skyrim. It's not the same game.
Not even close.
So they're missing those little moments that make the world seem more alive.
Yeah, even Todd said you don't explore the same way in Starfield.
No, you
And
can't.
I think that's the biggest thing. Yeah.
I mean, look at just the size
Absolutely.
difference and everything in Starfield. It's crazy. You got 1,000 planets.
Yeah, absolutely right.
You're not going to have a massive living environment like that. The humanity got spread out through multiple worlds, and yeah, it's like anything. You take a bag of M&Ms, you put some over there, and suddenly you just got little piles everywhere. You don't have that big massive pile anymore.
And if you spread it 1,000 ways, it's really small, isn't it? Yeah.
Right. You might have like 3 or 4.
Let's get into one more talking point before we continue the news, because I figure we'll break up our conversations a little bit that way. But I found an article today, and it says Starfield gamers braced for major update. This is 100% speculation. This is literally just people are kind of getting the hype train moving.
Yep.
Want to know what you guys think, because Saturday is supposed to be the 2-year anniversary of Starfield's release. Should we expect anything?
Pretty close to the year.
We'll hear anything?
Past the year anniversary of their first
Shattered
DLC,
Space.
Shattered Space. Yeah. No, I think
Personally, I don't think we're going to hear a thing.
I'm kind of losing hope on that after what happened at Gamescom.
Yeah.
So I don't know what Bethesda's pulling. I know they're doing a massive rework in the company right now, and that's going to definitely cause a hold on a lot of announcements. So I think that's what made them actually miss Gamescom, is they just were not prepared for it. But we will hear something. I'm pretty sure, well, not pretty sure. At this point, I'm about 50% sure that we're going to hear something by the end of the month regarding the update schedule and hopefully the new DLC.
Right. A roadmap of some kind would be great.
The last time they did a roadmap was, the year before, like 6 months before Shattered Space.
Yeah, I was about to say it was 3 to 6 months before Shattered Space was the last time they did one. So,
From
obviously...
Go ahead. I didn't mean to.
I was just going to say, they haven't kept to that.
Yeah. No.
They've deviated from that. So,
I think they're putting together the Starfield 2.0, if you will.
That's
update.
exactly what I've been saying, yeah. I think
And
they've
they're
been
holding on to it until, I mean, they're going to have the PlayStation port, the Switch 2 port, the DLC, and then all of those things that Tim Lamb was talking about, and they're going to release it all at the same time.
That's what I've been thinking.
Yeah.
The way things have been going and how quiet they've been for a year, I was convinced for the longest time they're doing an overhaul of the game. Similar to what they did with 76.
Yeah, you're telling me that they did that. They do that with other games sometimes, just out of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, 76 completely changed from the game that was originally designed to be to
Oh,
what it is now.
Wastelanders was huge. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was, because the original game, you didn't have NPCs. You didn't have quests. The whole concept...
Not sponsored.
Yeah, right. Yeah, not sponsored. The whole premise behind it was you had just players building their own environment themselves. And it was full PvP, which did not work for anybody.
Right.
I mean, I like the idea
Yeah,
behind it.
nobody wanted it. Yeah.
But it wasn't executed properly, and players really did not want that kind of Fallout game. So they halted everything and rebuilt the game almost from scratch. The map's the same, but everything else is crazy different. Now, when you join the game, you're not PvP enabled. You're actually protected. You can turn it on, but I turned it on by accident, and I forgot I had it on for like 2 months and never once got attacked by a player.
Yep.
Wow.
And
this was around the time that they started adding NPCs to the game?
NPCs, added major story content. You have multiple major storylines, main mission storylines. I counted 8 or 9 so far than my play recently. And top of the 100 or so side missions that I have logged that haven't gotten around to yet.
But with Wastelanders, they actually added 3 main stories, if you will: the settler storyline, the raider storyline, and then the whole. Gosh, I just went blank. The whole bar where the cow is and all that. What's it called?
Oh,
anyway.
Yeah. Why did I blank on that too? It's a podcast curse. It happens. It's real.
It does. It does.
As soon as you get off the air, you're gonna be like, "Oh, right."
That was it. Yeah. But anyway, there's 3 full quest lines that they added. I mean, major ones. And
now there's several more. They had Dark Brotherhood of Steel quest line, which I'm currently doing. Then you have the one I'm also. I'm sorry.
Quest line. The Sheep Squatch quest line.
Oh, I haven't done that one yet. No.
Yeah. Oh man, you'll love it.
The new southern area, that was a very interesting one. with the
Skyline
Everstorm.
Valley.
Yeah, I just kept thinking about the Enclave because I was doing the last part of it, and I'll talk about that in my play because it drove me insane. That is the most difficult ending of any of the quests I played in Fallout 76 so far. Yeah, but they keep adding more and more and more content. There's so many different storylines and tons of side missions and little hidden missions you don't get until you come across it or someone tells you about it. Like the whole Enclave thing, I would have never found it on my own.
And that's my favorite part of 76. I love that, the Enclave part.
Well, yeah, you get to launch nukes.
Yeah. But going back to Starfield, if they are working on this 2.0, which I think they are, because if you listen to what Tim Lamb said, he said there's one team that's working on the space gameplay to make it more rewarding.
Right.
And then he talked about the main team is adding new game systems, new things that players are asking for, and then a few other little delights.
Space stations.
And that was on top of the space travel. So, I mean, that's a lot right there.
Yeah.
Not to even mention the DLC.
Yeah. Well, they did say specifically it is a story DLC, so I wouldn't expect any big system changes or additions like they did with Shattered Space, but I can hope.
Well, we do have one other actual real piece of news that wasn't, the normal drudgery, and that's the Indiana Jones and the Great Circle Update 5 patch notes. Also, I read that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is currently playable for PS Plus players, I believe, if I read the article correctly. So if you're on PlayStation and you want to play Indiana Jones, check out your PS Plus account, see if it's on there.
That is a great game, by the way. I don't know if y'all played it yet, but
I started it. I haven't finished it yet. It's a fantastic
really good
game. It feels so much like Indiana Jones. I grew up watching those movies. My kids watched the movies, and when the game came out, I'm like, yeah, I'm here for it. So Update 5 is out. We can take a quick look at the patch notes if you guys want to.
Yeah, shoot, go for it.
Well, it's the DLC, isn't it? The Order of the Giants.
No, it enables compatibility with the Order of the Giants DLC. Adds a new action experience difficulty, which is supposed to be like, I believe it's like a variable difficulty based on where you're at in the game.
Exactly.
And there's a bunch of other fixes and improvements.
Yeah, they added very light action experience difficulty for players who prefer to be challenged by the exploration and puzzle solving and prefer not to find the combat too challenging. Boring. I know there's people out there that like that stuff, but
bring on the challenge.
I'm a combat guy. That's where my fun is.
Yeah, you are. Looks like they've added to the different radio stations at the Marshall College and Vatican. Information to the quick inventory to let you know which of your outfits and disguises are safe or restricted based on where you are. That's helpful.
They did ray tracing on hair.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks a lot more realistic.
It looks better.
But
yeah.
Come on.
I mean, it looks pretty good to begin with. I don't know.
Do we really need ray tracing on hair?
No. I guess the art team was bored.
Yeah, they must have been like, give us something to do. Like, we could make Harrison Ford look way more fantastic. General fixes, a bunch of different issues, like issue with the fast travel signpost becoming unusable if the player died while the combat timer was cooling down. Restarting a checkpoint will make the signpost available now. So you just have to go back a little bit in order to get that to work. Fix an issue where mantling vaulting at the same time as you're placing an object down might cause the object to disappear or cause... First of all, I want to meet anybody who can do mantling and vaulting at the exact same time.
Oh, I wouldn't know.
You're talking about like a gymnast or something?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Parkour.
There's a bunch of mission and quest fixes for the Vatican, Nepal, Iraq. Let's see here. UI fix an issue where the continue button might appear visually corrupted if pausing during a level load. It seems like just like some major or minor glitches and little bug issues here and there.
With this kind of game, it's not an open world RPG like their majority of their games are. It is a progression story game. So Updating is just going to be about fixing the game mostly.
Yeah.
Adding new stuff to it, you only get that from DLCs primarily, so I wouldn't expect much more than that.
Come on, plus Harrison Ford's hair.
Oh yeah, I mean,
okay. Don't forget.
Technically, that's a fix.
The purdy hair.
On Instagram, I came across this reel, and this guy installed a working Pip-Boy into the dashboard of his Mustang.
I think I've seen that. That's pretty wild.
Yes. Yep. So he has a television or a screen on top of the dash, and then he has the normal. All Fords have a similar screen into the dash, and he can play, Fallout on the top screen and use his Pip-Boy controls. I don't know if anybody else. I used to have it on my phone because you control your inventory and everything for Fallout 4 from your phone while you're playing the game. So you can switch weapons on your phone or take, stem packs on your phone without entering the Pip-Boy menu on the game, which is a lifesaver. I think Grand Theft Auto did something like that too. Grand Theft Auto 5, that was the dog. You could train the dog through your phone and then interact with it in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neat.
I think the last one I want to bring up just because it made me chuckle. Skyrim player marries a literal dragon with the help of a mod, giving Dragonborn a whole new meaning as he breaks the RPG and makes it run as, quote, buggy as Oblivion.
Oh no.
So he married a dragon. Hang on, I'm trying to find the.
That's not right. That's the new meaning of bestiality.
That's like next level. He describes how he married a dragon and it nearly crashed my game. Attached is a clip of his betrothed
in a church.
The game stutters. Frames move at the rate of about 1 per second.
You can't make the game do things it's not meant to do and not have these results.
So I finally married a dragon.
I'll put that in the video
game.
Version. That's crazy.
So it finally worked. Not sure if I'll use them as one time they tried to help. They killed 10 to 15 of one guard's spouses. 10 to 15 of this one guard's spouses, and the thought counts. The dragon question is Salah, a follower that can be added via a certain unique Nexus mod upload from 2020. Of course, it's a Nexus mod.
Oh, geez. Somehow I'm not surprised to learn that he has a whole harem, his own words, don't at me on this one, of monstrous wives. I have several mods. Marry anyone. Let's me marry almost all NPCs.
This is totally off the subject, guys, but it is marriage in Skyrim. I love the way they did the marriage in Skyrim. You could basically pick anybody throughout the whole game. That was so cool. But then they moved to Fallout 4, and I mean, you only had 5 people to choose from?
Yeah, they wanted to build on the relationships more.
The relationships, yeah. I'm wondering how it will be going forward to Elder Scrolls 6. Is it just going to be those companions that they really do the backstories on?
Yeah. You put on a necklace and you walk up to them and like, hey, I want to marry you. And they're like, hey, life is short in Skyrim, so we might as well.
You look like the hero type. You got some cash. Let's do it.
Right, pretty much.
So, I like more choice. I hope they go back to the more choice. I thought that was so cool in Skyrim.
That's something that's something we talked about too. I mean, how many different, we got the, Widget, remind me, we got the woman at the mineral store in Aquila City. Right? That was the one you were sweet on.
Yeah. Yeah.
She is pretty. Yeah, I like her. Yeah, the black haired.
Yep.
Yeah.
My type.
And I think
why can't you marry anybody in Starfield again? Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Well, they don't have any
choices in
there,
Starfield are really limited.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you got
if you like ladies, you got two. That's it.
Pretty much.
And you got 2 guys if you're feeling of interest.
Yeah.
Or if
you're a lady
girl
playing,
gamer.
yeah.
Or if you swing that way.
And
sure.
they're not the greatest people in the world. The guy choices are lame.
Well, I was about to say Barrett likes other guys, so then you're down to one guy if you're a girl that wants guys.
Apparently, he becomes bi if you're a girl player. I don't know.
I guess.
No. And then you got Sam, who's like the galaxy's worst father.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll stand by that statement. He's the worst.
Yeah, I really hope they go back to more choice, and I hope
At
they
least
give us
some kind
more
of
more companions. You know,
some kind of ride. Yeah, more companions.
What they should do is take a large writing team, have them write like a smaller version of the romances and the character building of all the named companions you can get.
Mm-hmm.
That would be pretty cool, because that would open the door to another 20 or 30 of them.
Yeah. Jessamine Griffin.
And it'd be easy enough to plug in the whole like-dislike system into those NPCs.
Yeah.
Right. It's just a matter of having like a little quest or something to
have them go along with you, and they like or dislike what you're doing, and eventually build it up. And once you get to a certain level of like, they'll activate one of their little quests, and 3 or 4 of those later, hey, let's get married.
And y'all may have talked about this before, but another thing with Starfield that is people gripe about, you can't be evil with any of the companions in Starfield. Sarah dislikes it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even Andreja, that is kind of, but she won't even let you be evil.
Oh yeah, I've had her several times, throw me to the wolves.
Yep.
Yeah.
So how can you do an evil character?
The trick too is context, because I remember specifically there was an encounter with somebody, I believe it was on Neon, and I basically told him yeah, I'll do this, and then I think it was the Aurora beer brewer guy. I'm blanking, but I basically kind of told a little white lie, and it's like, Andreja disliked that. I'm like, why? Yeah. First of all, Andreja, you're literally a spy.
Yeah, come on.
Just because I say it doesn't mean I'm gonna freaking do it.
You just put in a new one. Make it an Asian lady. Give her some weird name like, I don't know, Billy. Yeah, she'd be my boo.
Really? I thought Billie Jean was not your lover.
Oh, you got it.
She's just a girl.
All right. Well, the biggest news of this week was Fallout 76 and the camp revamp. So I know that myself, if I played it, I know KingFanMan's been playing it. So let's talk a little bit about that before I go AWOL on the combat system. But the camp system itself is the main feature of what they did, and they completely changed it. The fact that it's not just locking in place anymore. So you're not limited to that. You got 3 different options on how you can place things, and one of them is just free place, which I've actually utilized in my new house doing trim, because it wouldn't let me lock it there, so I trimmed it. But it's really cool, and they completely changed the menu. So it used to be one bar on the side, and it was just a long menu you had to go through. Now everything's grouped up into different categories. Makes things a lot easier to navigate. I'm using my arrow keys, flying through it.
Yes. It's so much better.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. I'm having to I'm not rebuilding all my houses, but I'm redoing all my houses now.
Redesigning.
Yeah. Because all the things that you used to have to use the tricks or the glitches to get it to do, now you can do it. It's in the game. You can combine things. As you said, the free placement. You can take things and combine things, put things on shelves. And it's so much fun. I'm finding all kinds of weird ways to combine stuff. And
I've been too busy with my camp to go. My normal thing I do is go to different people's camps and check them out. I really want to see what people have come up with. Just haven't had time yet. It's still a process to build in that game. Gathering wood can be a pain in the neck. And I do have a little tip about that too. If you are trying to get wood because that's the main building material for your walls and floors and things like that, there are 2 places in particular where you can get quite a bit, and I think it resets after a few days. And that is the Gilman Lumber Mill. There's tons of wood piles outside the fence, and this is located, I think, just west of Fallout or the of 76, Vault 76.
Vault. Mm-hmm.
And they've got wood piles all around the outside fence to the west that are full of wood, and the biggest one is Sylvie and Sons logging camp.
Yes.
It's kind of in the middle to the north a little bit, near the Deathclaw cave.
Yep. Another good one is where Foshnot is, and I went blank again on the town, but Helvetia. Helvetia's got a lot of wood in it too.
Because normally you have to go around, like what I've been doing, because I used up all those places, is just going in the forest looking for downed trees and gathering wood. It's a lot. I went through several hundred and just got the shell of my house done.
Yep.
And then getting ceramics and things like that. Like I completely tore down my fishing shack because I wanted all the materials, so I didn't have to look that much to build my new home. And it's actually what had happened is I was watching KingFanMan's video on the combined fishing locations.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sitting there and I went to the first one that you had on your list, and I was like, that's pretty cool, but I'm not feeling that creative to make that work because it's already on an angle. So I went and explored the area, and there's two small little lakes in that area with all the rocks on the outside of the wall. It's really, really cool. It's in the south, the new area. And I found one of the upper lakes that had just a picturesque view. A little lake right there, and the front of the building is just overlooking the mountain. It's going downhill. So I have the backdrop of all these rocks, the lake right there, and out the front door you're going down the mountain. It just picturesque. And so I decided to set up shop.
I love building in 76. 76 is now the easiest and the best of whether it's Skyrim or Fallout 4 to build in. It's so much fun to build
and
in.
It actually has a lot of real practical purpose in the game. Unfortunately, unlike Starfield, you do have a lot of reason to have your camp and to build it with all your benches, your storages, everything that you're going to need. So it's extremely useful.
Absolutely.
And a whole lot of fun, and they made it a whole lot easier. One of the big things in this, is there anything else about the camping you want to bring up?
About the building itself?
Yeah.
No.
It's pretty self-explanatory. It definitely very more controller-friendly.
I mean, I was thinking it's not really the camping thing, but now you can lock items, which is so good.
What does that mean, lock items?
Where if you drop it or scrap it, you can't do either one of those. You can't drop it or scrap it. So if it's like your favorite weapon or something, and I'll give you a quick story. It was back when Legacy Weapons was in, I had an explosive laser, and I mean, it was so powerful. I could one-shot anything. I could one-shot people. Mm-hmm. It was so good. But anyway, we were fighting the Queen on a live stream, and it was right after they put in the repair kits, and I was going to repair it real quick. And instead of hitting the repair button, I hit the drop button, and it was a painted weapon. And if you had your weapon painted and you dropped it, it went away. You couldn't just pick it up. It was gone.
Oh no.
Yes.
That's horrible.
I've actually
That's a nice feature.
I deleted one of my sniper rifles like that once. Scrapping.
Yep.
Yeah, I have all my 4 primary weapons now locked.
There was no redo button.
No.
Please redo.
You have parts.
Yikes.
That's it.
Oh man.
And yeah, it was rough. And the big thing is that they also completely revamped combat. Now, one of the big things the only complaints I saw about the whole revamp of the camp building was that people were still complaining there's not enough space still. That the budget is still, they didn't increase the budget size. You have enough room to do what you want in most cases.
I understand there's a limit on servers when you've got 25 people. If all of them have a house, I mean, that's,
it's a memory load.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I mean, it's kind of like the same thing. Everybody gripes about weight. There's not enough storage in my stash box. It's the same thing. It's server size. That's what.
There's only so much they can do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So much memory. I mean, they can upgrade the servers, but that's expensive.
Yeah. Are you on Fallout first?
Yeah. I just got on it today, actually.
One of the really good things they added with Fallout First was the chem box now with this latest update. So it's unlimited. It's bottomless. You can add as much of the chems as you want. So if you go around carrying 200 stim packs like I used to do, you don't have to do that anymore. You could throw them in this chem box, which has freed up my weight so much. So much.
I did not know about that one.
Yes. Look in the. It's not on the main thing of the Atomic Shop. Look in the Fallout First. Go down like 2 things in the Fallout First, and you'll find it. And it looks like a little white chem box.
I think I did gloss over it today when I was putting my storage in. They also have a separate storage for your building materials, basically, that you can use. I put one of those in.
Scrap kit.
Now, combat. Okay, so one of my biggest gripes about Fallout 76 was that combat was very pigeonholed into one superior playstyle. And every time I did a public event, you'd always see the vast majority, maybe 1 or 2 people, including myself, not in a giant tin can holding a giant Gatling gun.
No.
It was all about the power armor and the laser Gatling and the normal Gatling guns, so heavy weaponry.
Right.
They mow everything down. Like, I would get 1 or 2 shots in and everything's done. They just destroy everything. So, of course, this combat update, they completely revamped every single weapon in the game. They did a complete rebalance of all of the combat. And I mean complete. Damage numbers have been adjusted for every single weapon. Recoil's been adjusted for every single weapon. Weight, everything.
They even changed enemy stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like what the enemies are carrying or their stats?
No, yeah, the stats, how much damage they can take. And they changed the VAT system too a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. Yep. The cone of fire has been readjusted in a big way as well. And the cone of fire is this invisible cone that's attached to the tip of your gun at the small point and cones out depending on the type of weapon, the kind of ammunition. That's basically your target radius, where your shots are going to land. And they tightened it up on some and increased it on others and vastly improved it. I never use VATs because I play sniper. And I got to say that one thing about this is that my sniping is now extremely viable.
Oh.
My damage went through the roof.
That's great.
And I can take out everything again. Well, most things in one shot. I took on a Scorch Beast today, and it was a nightmare fight. It took me 10 minutes to take it out, but I did. And
see, I'm a VATS build, and my damage went down. So
yeah,
according to what your build is.
Yeah, and that's
what's your weapon of choice, King?
Well, right now I'm actually using a. Why am I going blank? It's cursed.
It is. It's
podcast.
It's that one that the lightning comes out of it. I had never used it. Good grief!
Also, one of those Tesla guns.
Tesla, there it is.
Yeah.
Golly, why can't I think of that? And I just changed it because of the last time they did all the combat rebalance, and my railway rifle got nerfed, so I switched to the Tesla rifle.
And that's the thing.
The way they did the VATS, the reason the VATS has gone down, and I agree with what they did. Now, if you VATS someone, you can't shoot on the other side of them. In other words, if they've got their back to you, you can't shoot on the front side, because what people were doing, they were going and doing the raid, and they had figured out how to take out this. He's a robot, and he turns around, and you have to shoot him a certain way. And they were just VATSing him and taking him out, really quick. So they adjusted the VATS and made it more realistic, in my opinion.
In other words, they were able to target hit the back where the weak spot was through his front.
Through his front, yeah.
I'm surprised it's even in the game. Because if you what are the big robots? Fallout 4, big burly sons of bitches.
You didn't go blank too, did you?
No.
Yeah, this is what we do.
Yeah.
We're professionals. This is how we handle it. No, but there's a weak spot on the back, and you can't target that in the regular game. So the fact that was even 76.
Yeah, I don't know why it was that way in
Seems goofy.
76, but it was.
So my
So
big
I'm glad
point,
they changed that.
yeah, me too. It is a big improvement. I've actually used VATS a couple times in the Scorch Beast VAT fight, which I never used it before, because my sniper rifle is actually accurate with it now. So all these people who were overpowered OP using the power armor and the heavy weapons were crying a river that they are no longer the superheroes of the game. That's fine, because now that every other weapon can be now viable, and multiple different playstyles can now be viable and good. Like my sniper, they changed a lot of the combat cards to go in line with everything. I mean, everything got changed. Yeah, so they like single shot rifles, my jam, highest overall accuracy at longest ranges, far best while crouching and aiming down sights. So everything that should have been a no-brainer that wasn't is now set.
Much more realistic.
Yeah. Not very accurate while moving, and the cone of fire takes longer to recover than other weapons. Yes. High recoil. So a lot of the damages got changed. A lot of explosions got increased. I noticed that I didn't use grenades very much because they were just not very strong. They were pretty weak. So now they're actually something I can use in those crowded moments and do some damage. Let me see. They also did like massive increases, anywhere from 20 to 120% increase in explosives. Guns went up. Melee went up a lot, sometimes up to 300 to 400%.
That's crazy in a game like that, especially if you're doing PvP. Going at anything with I was just laughing about this last night when I was playing New Vegas, because this little Viper ganger come charging at me holding a knife. Just a knife, not a machete, just a knife. And I got what was I carrying at the I got my a service rifle with the M16. This he's running at me. It's like that scene in Indiana Jones where the dude's like with the sword, and then Indy just pulls out a gun and shoots him. That's what happened. It's like so goofy that a melee build would be viable at all to begin with.
Yes.
But I guess if that's what you want to play, that's what you want to play.
Yeah, melee was not viable at all before. You really couldn't do it. Now it has more viability if you build your character with that. So I think that's a good thing, because it does change out, add more variety to the mix. A lot of people like being melee fighters.
Now you got the BOS bros who are over here butthurt they're not the main character of a multiplayer game anymore.
Right.
Well, and I hate to say this, but the people that cry, there's so many, like I talked about legacy weapons before. I had a great legacy weapon even after I dropped that, and they took the legacy weapons out of the game because they were overpowered. So what did I do? I had to change my build and did something else, and it was actually enjoyable because you start. It's almost like you're discovering a whole new way to play.
And I gotta say though that
some people just don't want to do that.
Oh, exactly. Right. They don't. They want to get in their overpowered. I want to mow through everything mentality and not worry about it. It takes a lot of fun out of the game for me. I like the challenge.
Yep.
I like sneaking around and taking out entire camps before I go anywhere. And if I don't get it and they're kept rushing after me, I want to readjust my strategy. I have 3 assault rifles, 2 assault rifles and a machine gun as my close range. My machine gun was my go-to. It was a 308, the same as my sniper rifle. And in my mind, it really shouldn't have been the most powerful, but it was. And I had a 45 caliber assault rifle that had such a huge kick, I could barely do one shot before I was aiming in the sky. So that got adjusted now. It's actually usable and is now my most powerful weapon with the legendaries I have on it, making it that way. The combat's very, very smooth. It's a lot different now. The animations are a lot cleaner when you shoot. It's not jerky, it's smooth. So I'm shooting my sniper rifle. Oh, my favorite thing ever. The scopes now have variable zoom.
Oh, yes. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, you brought that up before. I remember.
They didn't before.
I'm a good co-host. I pay attention. They did not. You mentioned that before.
Now I hit Q and I can go in 3 different stages with my sniper rifle and making my life all giddy and happy.
See, I started originally 7 years ago as a sniper. And as you were saying, it wasn't a good build. I've always been a sniper since, Fallout 3. I've been a sniper, but It just wasn't a good build in 76 until now, which is really good.
They even changed like reload animation times. The only one that went up was assault rifles. They were the quickest one before, which didn't make too much sense. They went from 2.08 seconds to 3.02 seconds. So half a second difference. Everything else got shortened. Ammo capacity got changed. My sniper rifle before the update had 6 round capacity, now has 7. And they just completely revamped everything. The feel of it, the actual combat strategy in the game is different. And in my personal opinion, I think it's way, way better than what it was. It gives a lot more variety to players.
It's more realistic.
Yes.
The people that were overpowered don't like it, but it's more realistic.
And the funny thing is that kind of cracked me up is that when I was looking at the damage adjustments of everything, those big heavy guns had the least amount of increase, but they still had a slight increase.
They did. Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't the bigger increase of everything else in order to be able to come in line with that. If you're spraying 1,000 bullets downrange, you shouldn't be able to be highly accurate and destroy everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I just wanted to bring that up because that was driving me nuts that those people were complaining. They were the vocal minority on that subject. Most everything else I saw, people were praising it, and for good reason.
They sure did a lot of work with it. A lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, it looks like they're readjusting the game for some new big content. That's usually what happens.
The biggest update ever.
Yeah, I've seen this in so many games. They go through and adjust the core mechanics of the game to fit what they're trying to do with a major content increase.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So when they brought up the fact that they were going to be doing this biggest update ever, I was like, okay, there's going to be some changes in the game. And there were.
Any additional thoughts on that, King? As far as 76 is concerned?
The thing I don't know if y'all want me to tell this now, but in a prior episode, y'all were talking about Hugo, and it just made me think of it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Hugo is the main boss in the new Skyline Valley, and I heard how much trouble you were having with Hugo. I did Hugo fine the first time through on my main character. Everything went fine.
Show off.
The other night I'm doing a live stream with the secondary character. And I think I had a laser weapon. But I went into the final battle not really realizing I was at the final battle, and I didn't have near enough ammo. And I only had a laser weapon, and then I had picked up a tire iron from one of the Lost, whatever they're called. Anyway, I actually ran out of ammo trying to get Hugo, because as you said, you get him down to nothing and then he respawns. He does that 3 times. He comes back to full health after you get him all the way down. Well, I got him down the first time, and then he came back up, and I ran out of ammo. So I'm there on a live stream by myself. Nobody's helping me with the tire iron.
That's amazing.
It was awful.
I'm gonna beat you to death.
Yep.
Well, the first time I played him, he bugged out and was refilling his health after just losing a quarter of it.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And he did that 8 or 9 times. I just couldn't beat him.
Right.
Wow.
It wasn't until the second time I came back on where he didn't do that anymore. I was able to actually, finish him off. But it was not a pleasant experience.
Well, don't feel bad. No. I finally said I finally quit and went back to my camp and got some stuff.
Oh, I don't feel bad. I went online to see if people were having the same problem as me, and the hate for the Hugo fight was palpable all over online. I was not alone.
Too funny.
All right, let's get into our game, man. Let's get into some play. That's what we've been up to.
Yeah, we can do a little bit of play.
I have a lot. I guess I'm gonna let you go.
You don't appreciate it. I feel like the weird kid on the playground right now. You guys talk about 76. So
you got to get into it.
We'll get him into it one day.
I know. You'll get me into it one. Listen, I probably would already be playing it if for some reason these games just stop working on me entirely. Fallout 76 did it. ESO did it.
You would love it so much. It's going to dominate your time. It's going to happen.
I'm sure it would. I'm sure it would.
As a Fallout fan, there's no doubt.
Put that on the that on the calendar. I mean, yeah, I've been wanting to play it for. I actually went back on my Instagram. I was looking at some of my old posts on my Instagram. I think it was back when I was trying to get my load list for Fallout 4. I was scrolling back and I realized I still have. If you go far enough down, you'll see the my coverage of the announcement of 76 before it even came out. Because I was recording it, like they had it was like a whole live stream, and I think there was like a duck there at some point, or it was just like this. Every once in a while, stuff on the screen would change, and then it started counting down, and then country roads,
That was so awesome. Even though I didn't want an online game at the time, I was like, no, a Fallout Online. What are you talking about?
I have an interesting story for you, though. You put that Country Road song, the metal version, on our socials and like that. And I was like, I don't really remember hearing that in the game. And the second I was thinking that, I was in Fallout 76 doing a mission, and on the radio, guess what was playing?
Country Roads, no kidding.
I was dying.
Telling you.
It's weird.
So anyways, obviously I'm playing New Vegas. I was having the issue with the Legion Assassins. I went, loaded back in. I was in Good Springs because I had gone and saw the general store guy trying to get rid of some stuff and pick up some stem packs to no avail. I go back to Tipton. I say hello to the Bighorners. They don't give a shit. I walk right by them now. They didn't care. That one, I came out of the house and I was like, oh, like the whole, they don't care. They just let you go right by. Actually, it was actually funny because the young ones, the juveniles, were the ones that turned around and started like barking or mooing at me or whatever. The adults didn't care. To do. Yeah, and then they just ran away. They didn't care I was there. So I go back up that road because I had died, so I had to go back up that road. I'm on my way to Novak. Yeah, Novak. And I'm going up the road, and all of a sudden here comes a Viper again. And he shoots at me, I shoot at him. His two buddies are up on the cliff. I actually left them behind. I'm like, I don't want to do this again. I hit 2 or 3 mines. My wife's laughing at me because I'm cussing because I keep hitting mines. And I run up the road.
Yeah, I have that problem.
And I forgot as I ran up the road, there's the Legion assassins again coming after me. I'm like, oh, shit. So I start shooting them. Like, a couple of them are pretty easy to take out, but they got that one dude in Centurion armor. And every time you shoot him, the little shield pops up. I'm like, great, I'm hitting his armor. I'm not actually doing any damage. I run back down. Well, run is subjective. It's not really running in New Vegas because you don't actually have a sprint button. Right, there's no run. So I just walk quickly back down the hill.
Easing down the hill.
Yeah, just moseying down the hill.
I found out, though, if you put your weapon away, you run faster.
That's good. That sounds like something I should already know.
You ease faster.
You ease faster. Jive faster. Yeah. So, but so I get down to the bottom of the hill. I go around the rock. My hope was that if I led them back that direction, that the Viper gangers would at least soften them up a little bit for me. And I get down there and I stealth and I'm showing hidden. I'm like, oh, I have Legion armor in my inventory. So I stay hidden. I switch to the Legion armor. By this point, most of the Legion guys had run back up the hill. A couple of things happen I don't have explanation for. I go back up the hill after them. I don't see the gangers anymore, but I see bits everywhere. So I don't know if one of the gangers had some dynamite or something and it backfired. I don't know. There's a couple of dudes splattered all over the road. And I'm walking up the road, my Legion armor, just whistling Dixie. And the Legionnaires they run right past me. Like, not even there. Like, all right, cool. Successful. I get up to the top of the hill and I keep on walking and I see there's a big billboard and there's a couple of Legion recruits there and they have all these. By the way, let's talk about the Night Stalkers for a minute. These horrific dog creatures in this game.
I have not come across them yet.
I forgot about them, dude. They look like mongrels with lizard heads. Yeah.
New Vegas, I'll say they have the 3 worst enemies of any Fallout. Those that you just said, the bugs, what it starts with a C, those flying.
Cazadors or the
Oh
cat.
gosh, I hate those.
Those
And
are the
then
worst, man.
then the Nightkin, which is the invisible super mutant.
Yeah,
Love the
those are
invisible
brutal as
super
well.
Oh yeah, I dealt with those.
Absolutely.
That's one of my favorite quests in any Fallout
like
game.
Is that the
aliens.
one where the farmer's trying to figure out why his cattle died or something?
The one
No,
where you
that's the one where
send
you launch the rockets.
the rockets. I
Oh,
did it.
Repcon?
We talked about it on the show.
Yeah,
He said it was one of the funniest quests. I did it.
It's my
Yeah.
favorite quest. I love that.
I'm on my way to do that one right now, actually. So I get up there and I let the Legion guys and the Night Stalkers battle it out. I take out the last Night Stalker. I continue on down the road. I can see the NCR troops coming over the ridge, right? I'm like, oh shit, NCR, I can't have Legion gear on. So I switch over to like my leather armor. They saw me already. They already decided I was the enemy. And they capped me. Pretty hardcore.
You
like
bust
4
a
of them
cap
full
in yo
auto.
yo.
A few. I think I have video if I remember, because I'm horrible for this part,
Yeah.
but I do have video of that.
Send it.
Of me getting my brain pan splattered.
Send it to me.
I will do so. So of course, time to go back to Tipton. Go back. This time, I end up I do the armor again, and the assassins don't show up. And I go up the hill, a couple of Legion guys. They're just standing there. They see me as Legion now, so they don't care. I take them out. I switch real quickly back to different armor. The NCR shows up, and then right behind the NCR, more of the Legion assassins show up again because I'm not in Legion armor anymore. I mean, this is like within a couple. Like it's now. So then the NCR, the Legion, and me, and then a bunch of caravanners show up. The Legion wipes everybody out. This was like a 25-minute fight. I'm not even really, I don't think I'm exaggerating there. Forever. And I finally had it down to, I was out of stim packs. I was out of my ammo for my repeater. I was almost out of, I think I had a 357 at that point, almost out of that armor. And then I realized I have dynamite. So I'm backing down the hill as they're shooting at me and throwing spears, and I just start hucking dynamite at them. Finally took them out. I'm over encumbered because I collect everything. I fix a bunch of my stuff. Continue north. Finally. And there's a lot of stuff to collect because I had dead caravanners, I had dead soldiers, I had dead Legion, all hanging out right there. And I get to Ranger Post Charlie, I believe. Ranger Post Charlie. I'm like, thank God, civilization. I've never been, I don't know if I played the game on an easier mode last time. I'm just on normal, but I'm like, this game is like kicking my ass.
Yeah. I'm on normal too. It's
really,
been a challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. But I do get to the post. I'm able to sleep, so at least I'm able to recover everything. And I'm like, all right, I can continue on to Novak. Based on the map, I'm about halfway. And I come out of the little bunkhouse or whatever, and all of a sudden someone starts shooting me. I'm in the NCR camp, and shooting me. I'm like, oh great, I somehow pissed off the NCR again. And I turn around, and the walls are all caravans, like RV trailers and stuff, right? I look up, and there's this one Legion soldier sitting up on top, like standing on this little table that's on top of this trailer, just taking pot shots at me. I almost died again. Thankfully, a ranger was right there, and he helped me take him out. And then I went on and
it begs the question. It begs like, okay, so why was your security so lax that he got in there like that?
Yeah, he was on top. He has to go in, go up the ramp, go up the ramp, go up the ramp, go up the ladder, go up the ramp, all the way around to the front. I mean, obviously, that was just like a weird spawn point for him. So, is what it is. But I ended up, I got up to Novak. There was, thankfully, a merchant. Unload a bunch of stuff, buy ammo, buy a dino. That was annoying, by the way. The guy was like, nobody ever buys a dino. I'm like, I'll buy a dino. And then you open up the menu, and it automatically has it all full, right? Like you're gonna buy the entire inventory, and you got to slow crawl from 1,000 dinos all the way down to one dino. I'm like, I got about halfway through. I'm like, I'll spend 300 caps to get out of this fucking menu.
Yeah, when he said that to me, I was like, "You're right. I'm not gonna buy one either."
But I talked to Manny, so thus my next playthrough, my next play time that I have, I'm gonna be going to RepCon, and I'm gonna be getting Boone, which is two of my favorite things to do to New Vegas.
I like Boone.
So Boone is dope. That's it, man. That was my week.
Wouldn't it be amazing if they remade or remastered New Vegas?
Oh, it would be. Dude. I think if Bethesda remastered all their old games, they'd make millions.
Well, all they would have to do is make the weapons where they were better. Update the weapon play in New Vegas.
Well, they have to update all the graphics and change the engine. That requires a whole lot of code and a whole big art team.
It does.
Yeah,
it does.
The weapons need some polishing.
Yes.
I like the weapons that they are, and I like the fact that you had to I don't know, it's a weird, I don't know, understand why. Maybe it's just me, but I enjoyed that mechanic where it gets to a certain point, you got to repair it. You need to get something else for spare parts, and I kind of like that personally.
I kind of like how they do it in 76. Yeah, the weapons tend to break quicker, unless you have a perk card that lowers it, which I do, and you can go to your repair bench and use your basic materials like aluminum and wood and things like that to repair them.
Yeah,
but I don't know how much time we got, because I do have one question I want to ask King based on one of his videos. I've been watching a lot of King's videos. Actually, last Sunday, I had it playing for my entire. I was not watching. I was a responsible driver. I was listening, but I played a bunch of your videos, listening to them on my way to Chicago last week.
Thank you very much.
I love your stuff. I watched some of your scary videos. We talked about this pre-show, the scary places. I love that. That's fun because I'm a big creepypasta guy anyways. But I was watching your take on the teaser trailer. Oh, trailer. That's what the hell it is a trailer for Fallout Season 2. And you noticed something I didn't. And that was there was more than one Brotherhood faction that appeared to be fighting. You caught that. I did not. Now, based on what you know, I know of course, there's the Brotherhood. There's the Outcasts. That's, I believe, Fallout 3. Real quick, I would love it if you could give your take on what possibly might be happening there.
I think it's going to all center around Maximus myself. I think he's going to figure out that because, season 1 ended with he gets to be a knight, what he's always wanted. But he really didn't want it at that point. He was wanting to go with, what's her name? Lucy.
Right.
So I think he's going to figure out that, hey, this is not what I want. So it appears, if you look at that little bitty clip they give us, there's 4 airships in the background. And it looks like 2 are fighting the other 2. One of them's actually crashing. And Maximus and another knight are running away. So I think it's going to center around Maximus basically trying to get out or away from the Brotherhood of Steel, and it's going to cause an internal rift. And it probably is what makes the Brotherhood of Steel more like they were in Fallout 3, at least one faction of them anyway, because the Brotherhood we see in Season 1 was not a good Brotherhood.
No, and neither was, and I did notice a screenshot online. There's a screenshot of one of the pilots. It appears to be Elder Maxon.
Yeah, he's kind of got that code on.
Yeah, he's got his code on, and obviously the Brotherhood of Steel in Fallout 4 and the Brotherhood of Steel in Fallout 3 are very, very different organizations.
Yes.
Is that what we're seeing? Is and I mean, you could go forever like this. What happened in Boston, if Maxon's coming back towards the west where obviously the Brotherhood originated, is this I have so many questions. Why is there a civil war in the Brotherhood in the west?
Well, if Maximus is raised up as not only a knight, but he's like the hero of the whole Brotherhood of Steel, And you
Right.
you know from the first season that his morality is not the same as the leadership of the Brotherhood of Steel. So there's
Right.
going to be a problem there.
Yeah.
And I think he's just going to have people that kind of follow him. And then there's going to be some, of course, that are loyal to that system. And there's the internal rift. That's my opinion.
More to be excited about. I'm sorry, Wigit. I had to get
Yes.
that out. I had to, while I had him on the show.
Oh, it's no worries. He's the guest of the show.
There's so much in that one little trailer they get. Of course, they
know.
love to put little teases in there, you know, like my
Oh, yeah.
blessed kings or ghouls. I hate
The
that.
thing about trailers, though, is they'd like to mislead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true too.
So the
They
odds
do.
are a lot of what we saw is not going to be the reality of the show.
Yeah.
Well, I sure hope there's some kings that aren't ghouls, or at least some that aren't feral ghouls. And how
Right.
did they become ghouls? I don't know. That's my favorite faction of any Fallout faction. I mean, there's the
tracks.
kings, you know. Hey,
They're the kings, baby.
yeah.
All hail the
That's it.
king.
As Elvis would say,
Uh-huh.
Well, we are about out of time. So,
Oh,
quick couple highlights on my play.
Yeah.
I spent all Sunday playing New Vegas. I got really into it and actually started really, really enjoying it. I was going to tell myself I'll play for 3 or 4 hours, get enough time for the show, and then go on to 76. Nah, I spent the entire day. And I did find out that you can throw dynamite through jail cells. And I did that to kill all the praying mantises in the highway patrol office.
awesome.
oh shit. Okay.
Yep.
You didn't bounce any of them back at you?
Nope. Just went right through. Kaboom. I was done. The cowboy repeater is now my favorite weapon in the game.
I told you.
Mm-hmm. I took out an entire group of raiders as they were coming at me with that gun before they even got near me. Like 7 or 8 of them.
You're better than me, dude. I can't kill anything without VATS.
I never
I'm a
use
horrible
VATS
shot
in
this
any
game.
Fallout. That's just my thing. I like free aiming.
That's wild. Fair enough.
I found Dinky the Dino, and I gotta say that Boone's quest is just effed up. His wife mystery, yeah, pretty messed up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not gonna get into what
I
happens,
was
but
reminded of that.
yeah.
Man, he was
did-
like, "Oh, me and his wife didn't get along." I'm like, "Oh man, this again."
I did
But
take Boone
y'all
on as
have to
companion
admit,
though.
the writing in Fallout New Vegas is so good. It's just all so good.
It threw me for a loop at first when you find out the culprit and what happened with it, and I was very, very happy to lead that person to their death.
Fair enough. Absolutely.
And my lady was sitting on the couch watching me do it, and she was just watching, and suddenly the head explodes. Holy crap, what was that?
Just a watermelon. Come on.
I told her that
Someone who had it coming.
it's
Yeah.
justice. That's what it was.
It's
Poetic.
justice.
And Boone makes sense for my playstyle. He's a sniper, and so
Heck
am
yeah.
I. So it worked out really well, as I found out as we went and did the Rockets, the Come Fly With Me quest.
What'd you think?
I thought it was very, very taxing and long, and the corridors was too mazy for any logical building. Finding that basement all over again. Ugh. I was running around the top floor for an hour, like, well, I saw the entrance to the basement. Where was it? Where was it? Oh, right, I gotta go down. It was very, very amusing, and going up top to watch the launch. And of course, I helped them. I had to.
Well, right. Because you're a good guy.
The delusional guy, I didn't have enough speech to convince him he's delusional. I wanted to, badly, but I couldn't. So he got to keep his delusions and then get disappointed at the end, which was interesting in itself.
Mm-hmm.
But the rockets flying every which way was great.
Yeah.
Now, so they're
So
wondering, did any of them actually make it out of the atmosphere? Because I couldn't see.
Well, if they did, where are they going to go, though? I mean, no matter
Right,
what happens,
exactly.
The
it's
promised
gonna
land.
end in disaster. Yeah.
Joshua Graham, right? Joshua Graham. That's the guy, the lead guy.
Think
Is that
so?
Joshua Graham?
I don't
Where's
remember.
that name coming from?
That sounds familiar, but I don't remember. That does sound familiar.
I'm gonna look it up.
But sending the cultist ghouls to space was definitely a
Yes.
very, very amusing quest.
You
The
got
Burn
it.
Man.
Yeah.
And when they used the Fly the Valkyrie song at the end, it cracked me up. Dun, dun, dun,
So
dun.
great.
So yeah, I am I finished up in there, and I'm heading to Boulder City. Actually, no, I've decided I'm going to go free the people from the Legion first. A little side quest.
Okay.
Now that I have Boone with me, I think I could actually do it. I'm still neutral with them, but I won't be anymore. Because I'm definitely going to be taking them all out.
Yes.
I am vilified. I have infamy with the Legion. They do not care for me.
Yeah, they don't like anybody.
So, in Fallout 76, I spent the entire Monday, because I was off on Monday thanks to the holiday, and I was still recovering from being sick, doing the requirements to become a general. So I had to go do the events, the Enclave events, and take out bosses. And I found one thing. There's an event that happens where you got 3 packs of wolves in the Northwest, and each one of those wolf leaders counts. So I got 3 very, very quick.
That's
points.
Awesome.
Really quick accommodations. It was nice. Wound up getting them all and became a general. I posted a little video of it when I was going to the whole process of learning about the nukes and the process of getting the nukes, which is a very big pain in the neck process.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It ought to be, I guess.
Online, it tells you can go to the site to get the launch code for the week. Yeah. And it's supposed to be a well-known site. I went to that site, and see, when you go get everything done, you got your card, you got every little process, everything's decoded, you're good to go. You got to pick one of the 3 launch sites, A, B, and C. I went to C, it was near me. It's a giant freaking challenge because the entire base wants to kill you, and it's a nonstop horde of robots. And all the worst ones you can think of coming after you.
Oh, no.
Me being a sniper, I did the first part without ever being seen, easy. But once I finally got my key card created and did biometrics and figured that out and got down to the second part of the bunker, everything goes apeshit crazy. And thankfully, after dying 3 times, 2 guys in tin cans and heavy weapons showed up.
Oh.
They tried to invite me to the party, but I couldn't figure out how to do it in time, and it canceled, and I couldn't figure out how to invite to my party, so I left it alone. But I went with them, taking everything out.
Oh, okay.
They let me go first on the launch. I put my card in, got ready for the launch, and it wouldn't let me put a key in. It said, system's not ready, system's not ready, system's not ready. After waiting about 5 minutes, it let me put the code in. So I put the code in from the site that everyone says to use. It was incorrect.
Oh, no.
It locked me out. I went to a different site that also has the code, and it was actually the correct one. So I got locked out of the entire system and had to go get a whole new card and go do everything again.
Can I recommend one to look at? Go to Nuka Nights. He does fantastic stuff on Fallout 76. Nuka Nights.
I think that might have been where I went. Yeah, so now I got to do it all over again. And I'm not going to attempt doing it alone, I don't think. It's a nightmare to try doing alone. By far the hardest challenge. And as a sniper, it's not easy.
By the time you get to the end, you can't do sniper stuff because you've got robots coming everywhere and you're having to protect your robots there at the end. Yeah.
Yep, and you got to destroy the AI machine and rebuild it. And, yeah, that was my fun time in 76. I did continue with the Brotherhood. See, I do it again. Brotherhood of Steel. Getting further on that. And I'm absolutely just loving the changes in combat and building my new base. I'll put up a little video of my base. I haven't done it yet, but I'll do it before I edit this video and show you guys what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are pictures in Discord. Check those out too.
Link tree. I had a lot more that I did, but we're gonna just shorten it right there and wrap it up tonight. Mr. KingFanMan, is there anything else you would like to promote or talk about before we end it out tonight?
No, I just appreciate y'all having me on. I enjoy this.
Check out his YouTube channel, guys. It is fantastic. He does an amazing job.
Thank you.
Go check it out.
He does news. He does lore. He has his Saturday night cast with the Queen, his Mississippi Queen. Where's she?
I went in one of those, and that was hilarious.
She made me dinner right before this and then went away. So hey, she gave me the important stuff.
Well, tell her we said hi.
I will.
Thank you for coming on. It's always
Thank y'all so
great
much.
to have you. Yeah, always great to have you.
And if you guys are listening,
I enjoy watching y'all's show when I'm not on, so being on was an honor.
Well, we appreciate that.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
That's it for episode 13. Thanks again, KingFanMan. It's a pleasure, and I look forward to getting you on once more sometime in the future. I'm sure
Anytime.
probably in December for sure when they release the next update. So definitely count on that. And yeah,
absolutely.
Have a fantastic week out in the Bethesdaverse, everybody.
Skyrim Duck says, peace out.
Quack. Quack.